Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Hit the goal. Goal was 8 miles. Hit the 8-mile goal today. And that actually brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought. Before I even get into today's Move Swiftly thought, I need to give you guys a visual real quick. Look at them. Make sure you look at them. Take a good look at them, all right? And make sure you're seeing them. And make sure you're seeing. Those are first run in my brand new Brooks running shoes, Ghost 15. And the way I came about purchasing or even knowing how quality of a brand Brooks is to shout out, especially if you take a run every morning and you record every morning and you are a part of the running community that they have done an incredible job in serving. All right, if you make sure you pay attention to the little things, right? Make sure your memory is quote, end quote, pun intended. Again, I am marketing guru, quote, as a business owner, you have to do what you have to do to jog a person's memory. You get it? Jog the person. Running, jog the person's memory. Yes. That's why the thumbnail is the way it is. Jogging a person's memory, all right? So it became time. You know, I'm one of those that's very frugal in regards, as hard as it is to believe, as much as I run, you would think that I would want the most expensive shoes out there and all that kind of stuff, but I done been there, done that. One of the most frugal people when it comes to buying shoes. I will look for the best deal for the law. I'll run in shoes like the shoes I had, the Musanos I had previously before these. The damn sole was falling off, the shit was ripping apart. It was done, you know. It got to the point where both of them, I had two, so both of them, the soles all over the place, and it's just done, right? So I just had to do it. I had to kind of bite the cost and just go ahead and buy some brand new running shoes, all right? And I go to my normal spot, which is Going, Gone, which is kind of the sub-level store of Dick's Sporting Goods, and go there normally to pick up my running shoes because you get some really, really good deals there and all that stuff. So, you know, I'm there for maybe I'll say about 15 minutes, right? And normally when it comes to me buying shoes, before I actually make the purchase, I go on YouTube right there. I look at the reviews, the run testers, and see what it's all about and stuff like that. I educate myself a little bit before making the purchase. Again, very, very picky when it comes to that. I want to find the best deal and the best shoe, seeing that I run so often, right? So there were two shoes yesterday. One was Saucony and the other one was these right here, the Brooks Ghost 15s. And these ones were actually $5 more than the Sauconys, right? So, you know, they both fit pretty well and, you know, light, comfortable, you know, able to do a nice run on them and all that kind of stuff. However, there was a difference when it comes to Brooks and Saucony, right? So if you recall, if you're a regular consumer to my material, you recall maybe about a year and a half ago now, I read a book titled Running with Purpose, authored by Jim Weber, the CEO of Brooks Running Company, and the foreword was written actually by Warren Buffett. And not only did I read the book, but I also, you know, listened to a couple of his keynotes and his speeches, and, you know, really educated myself on what the brand is all about and how they were able to pivot in terms of only strictly serving the running community and strictly serving the runners of the world, right? Now, at the moment of me making that purchase, all those thoughts started rushing back because I remember the logo, I remember the brand, I remember kind of the inside of the sole. And I said, hey, you know, $5 extra really isn't going to be that big of a deal. Let me just go ahead with the Brooks brand. And not only did I go and purchase the Brooks brand, but I also went back, listened to more of the keynotes or re-listened to some of his keynotes, you know, really got hip and my memory, you know, on a serious note, my memory was jogged in terms of what the brand was all about, what the company was all about, because you got to think I had read the book over about a year and a half ago, so some of the lessons in there I kind of forgot. And those are the things that make it so people are purchasing your products on a day-to-day basis. And I am bringing all this to your attention. There's a reason. Bringing all this to your attention is because it's a matter of consistently, unforgivingly, unapologetically, and just relentlessly putting out as much material as you possibly can. You cannot post enough content because you don't know who's listening. You don't know the way your brand and your products and your services are going to touch someone 10, 15 years down the line. It is irresponsible of you if you don't do these things. So it's about relentlessly, I could have even titled this episode, relentlessly putting out content, relentlessly putting out services and material, because it's very much the same thing. It's your job to jog people's memories. Your job as a marketer, as an aggressive marketer, as a business owner, as an adult, to continuously push your product as hard as you possibly can, because that's the way business is done. And you just never know when it's going to come time for that split decision between, again, you have 𝐓𝐶𝐂, which is a competitor of Brooks, and you have Brooks, and what's going to make Brooks, who charges what, like $5 extra, what's going to make it so that person buys the Brooks brand and not the 𝐓𝐶𝐂 brand. And you can replace the Brooks and 𝐓𝐶𝐂 between your business and whatever competitor you may be facing right now. All right. All that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.